We did it! 3 hours and 5 minutes to level 60. Which difficulty should you start at? What activities are we going to do? And most importantly, screw the Helltide. We don't need that at all this season. First, the difficulty you should start at, and that's actually normal. Not hard, expert, we're starting on normal. And the main reason is that the thing you're gonna do is the seasonal zones. And in the seasonal zones, there is a whisper called Fugitive. Recover, head, or slay Husk. And those bosses that you have to beat there are extremely tanky. They have a shield you need to deplete, that's sturdy as hell. Their life is okay. If you straight up start on hard or expert, it's just taking so long to beat one of them. It ain't worth it. Two things to not forget before you do any leveling. You open up your inventory, wardrobe, and then put in a pet. And also open your map and straight up teleport to the den. And pick up your 2 mercenary. One you hire, and the other one you're gonna get for your reinforcement. You want to get them as early as possible because they'll level up nicely together with all your Tree of Whisper quests. Rahir has just been my reinforcement, and he's been flying through the levels as I played together with Neil, and we just did whisper, 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 whisper. The first 20 to 25 levels, you're going to spend jumping from zone to zone, doing the Fugitive, the Shepherd, Purge the Rod, Harvest, and also the Patrol. None of the others are really worth it. The Wisp is a huge time waste and takes too long. And the Scour you could technically do on the side, but you're already so busy with the others that you're not even looking for those herbs. Then as soon as you have these done, you just jump to the next, then to the next, and there's 4 zones up at any given time. And after you jump through these 4 zones, one should already be reset. Then the next one gets reset, and so on. And this you do until level 20, 25. Because with 2025, it's finally time to swap over into the hard difficulty. Not expert, hard. And the reason we're doing the seasonal zones is the Coven's favor. I'm almost halfway through at level 60, and I've done nothing else but this, but the seasonal zones, and to get a lot of the Restless Rot. I bought every single ability that you can buy. These are the ones that you need to find in dungeons. And yet, I only have 167 rot left. I haven't even upgraded a single ability yet. If I want to get my grow power, that's my most important power upgraded. It's 25 per upgrade, 70 per upgrade. I'm out. That's it. I have it to 4, but it can go up to rank 20. You can see where this is going. I'll be spending an exponential high amount of time in this area. Don't forget, we have our seasonal blessings later for the Urn of Rot, and that's probably the first thing I would most likely take, as the Urn of Aggression is for more XP. Yes, I want that, but the Urn of Rot is really important too. Again, I'm level 60, and I barely could upgrade a power. We're going to be farming these areas like it's crazy. I am not going to step a single foot into a Helltide at all this season because you're going to be so busy living in the Headhunt area. And that's actually good because there's so much loot dropping. I've been drowning in uniques. As soon as I get into Torment 1 and get into the Headhunt, I should be getting Ancestral after Ancestral after Ancestral. It's going to be quite the experience. I don't doubt that this is vastly more loot that we have seen in Season 6. And that you would see if you would farm down the Helltide. Do you ever swap over to Expert or Penitent? We did go to Expert at level 50, and it was smooth sailing there. With 2 people, and if no one else came, we absolutely melted the Headhunt bosses. And if 2-3 people came and underleveled, well, it took quite a time. So Expert was fine at 50. I wouldn't have gone earlier because it's really dragging out. I watched 3 level 40s trying to kill one of those dudes. They took so long. If I hadn't in any way helped them, it's just a ginormous waste of time beforehand. The same goes for Penitent. Sure, Penitent would be even more XP, but it's absolutely not worth the time you're spending there. And it's like only 50% more. You're already at 125% bonus XP. Would rather do the Expert, get to level 60, and my character with all the gear we have gotten from the Headhunt areas. I have 1,000 armor, I have my life, I have my resistances going good right now. I could simply just jump over into Torment already. I don't even have a single gem yet in. I am so ready to just beat Pit 20 and make the jump over. Did we use tempering at any point in our speedrun? No. We just picked up the gear that we have been getting and just threw it on. The only thing I was looking out for is that I kept my weapon ability because I was playing the Reaping Lotus for more sever damage. And the same goes for my amulet ability, as I was keeping amulet the longest. And that's what I usually recommend. Amulet and rings with the abilities you're going to keep. Weapon you kind of swapping out over and over and over again. In my case, the Reaping Lotus would just be better on my amulet, because the weapon I swapped 4 times and my amulet I maybe swapped on the 5th time. Because you can keep a 200 item power lower one for a much longer while than you can keep a 200 item power lower weapon. Should you be doing any strongholds? No, honestly. It is simply a waste of time. It's so much faster to go through the favors. And you're especially able to hand in the favors inside the zones. It's truly ludicrous. Now a word to the seasonal questline. You'll get the step in the name of the tree and you'll have to enter the root hold. A friend of mine did this on non-torment and he got tons of gear, plus 4 uniques. He got showered in loot. If you can wait with doing this until you hit level 60 and are able to jump into Torment 1, you're more likely to get very good ancestrals. Don't waste that root hold. Now to the question of witchcraft powers. What should you unlock first? What's the most helpful things to get for any build? Keep in mind that you get more powers the more levels you get. With the tier 3 and tier 5 rewards, you're just opening up more options. What I did get myself was straight away the poison frog. No matter what you're playing, you just get a poison frog that does damage. Same goes for the fire bat. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you just have 2 sources of bonus damage. Then we get the wave of woe. This will deal bouncing damage between enemies as our skills deal damage. And I added Shaken Soul. Your Eldritch effects apply vulnerable for 3.3 seconds. That's your Wave of Woe being Eldritch and your Firebat being Eldritch, ergo everything is always vulnerable for more damage. And I also put on the Aura of Lament. That would restore primary resource and allow me to just blast continuously. As my first ulti was simply the Doom Orb for damage. This would work for any build. I would probably take this no matter if I'm a rogue, druid, necromancer, whatever you're going for, just take some easy early damage. But don't waste your points upgrading them, because you saw upgrading very expensive. Now rush your way to 60 and tell me in the comments below how long did it take you, what class are you playing, and how much are you liking the new zones, because the enemy density is insane. If you're looking for the necro build we've been playing, here's the video. Enjoy and have a good time.